Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this Lenovo Yoga 2 Pro model 20266. Alright, we're going to be using a T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver to remove all the screws from the bottom. Alright, you want to keep them in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that is I put them, flat side down on my desk in the pattern I remove them. Alright, so just like this. And then I'll basically take them all out and put them in that rectangular pattern with the one in the center. Alright, this is very important because sometimes the screws can be different size or length or shape, and if you don't keep track of it and you put them in the wrong spot, you can actually damage your computer. Okay, so it's a good idea to kind of try and keep track of that. But yeah, I don't know, they have some random screws mixed in here. So I don't know if somebody opened this before and put the wrong screws in the wrong place, but that's what we got. Alright, this is an old computer, so yeah, maybe that's what's going on. Okay, anyways, this one looks to be a PH0, but probably on your computer they're probably all T5 or Torx 5. Alright, but whatever works for you, find which screw fits best. Don't just go based off what you see me doing, alright? Because your screwdriver's screws might be different, okay? This one. Go. There we go. Alright. I'm going to switch over to the JIS0 screwdriver and remove this. Again, yours might be different, so use what works for you, okay? That's what was in this. Alright, next thing we're going to do, we're going to pop this bottom cover off. Alright, I like to try and get my fingernails in the gap here between that, and then we can kind of use that to help pull it up. You can see the clips are popping out, okay? Then we just kind of work our way down, and I'll slide my fingernail in here. If that doesn't work, then we'll keep trying. Alright, we'll try the other side here. So let's try the back here. Same thing with my fingernails and pushing with my thumb here. Let's see if we can pop this out. Okay, it is separating a bit. So we're just going to work our way around and see if we can get the clips up from here. Okay, and there we go. Once we kind of got one side on those, you can see it's like kind of easily popping up and swinging out, and there we go. Oh, there's a random what do you call staple in there. All right, and then as you can see, there's like stuff already here. I did open this up earlier because it was having a wireless card issue, and I was trying to check if the wireless card or something else was wrong. So we did remove the wireless card. We disconnected the battery as well. I'm not going to do all of that on this video, but here you can see the battery is L12M4P21. Alright, so right there, L12M4P21. Right, RAM is soldered to the motherboard right here, so you can't upgrade the RAM. I don't know if there's any upgradable RAM underneath. I doubt it. It looks very thin, like there's not much space. You got this cable that connects this board to the motherboard. Alright, so if this cable has something wrong, or if something's wrong with the connectors there, you're not going to have access to the hard drive or SSD. And then your USB port here, and what is that? A micro HDMI port, as well as SD card slot. You won't have access to those, or they might malfunction. Right, this cable I believe is for the charge port or DC jack. So this cable runs underneath here and goes along, and then it connects up here somehow. Can't really see. I think it's going underneath this board here. Anyways, you got an M-SATA SSD. These are pretty old and somewhat harder to find. Then you got the LCD LVDS connector right here. I'm not going to mess with this. It's hard for me to tell. I think it's kind of connector where you pop it up, but I don't want to mess with it. Alright, then you also got a connector here, likely for the touchscreen or the cameras. And another smaller cable here that is... where's that going? Underneath? I don't know where this little cable is going. Let's see, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know where this little cable is going to. So I'm not sure. see, I don't see anything in there. I'm assuming it goes into the screen, but I don't see how. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Anyways, you got the BIOS CMOS RTC real-time clock battery here. Again, I don't know what this tiny cable's for. You got the what's this? The flipping button and the volume up and down, or is that a power button? I don't know. This laptop's kind of weird. Oh, the power button is down here, so I think this is like to stop it from auto rotating. You got the connector that goes underneath the battery to here. All right. Sorry, I'm not taking everything else out. You got the wireless antenna. One is down here. It just runs up here. Then the other wireless antenna is here. So both of them just connect to there. They're not in the screen. They're actually in the base. And you got the speaker here. Cable runs along. Wait a minute. Okay, I think this is actually the speaker cable. So this cable, I think, runs along here, goes down here, and then plugs to the speaker here, because I don't see anywhere else that cable would go. It looks about right. Okay, you got two fans, connectors here, and these are the kinds where you kind of just grab that thing and then you kind of wiggle it and pinch it to pull it out. You might have to use like needle nose pliers or something to get them out. All right, there's a bunch of cables here, keyboard backlight connector here. They don't have any of these labeled, so I'm not sure what's what, but I'm pretty sure there's a trackpad cable connector, keyboard connector, and I don't know what that other one is. But yeah, sorry it's not more helpful because I'm not taking it all apart for you guys. But yeah, the customer was only having issues with the wireless card, so I don't want to risk causing damage to other components. Anyways, we got a replacement wireless card here. It's basically, what is this? 7260 NGW. 7260 NGW. Hopefully you can, come on, focus. 7260 NGW. Can you read that? Can you read that? There you go, 7260 NGW. So that's the replacement wireless card. We're going to install it here. The way you remove it or install it, well, I guess I'll have to show that as well. This is a PH or JIS0 screwdriver, okay? JIS0 screw. Take that screw out. Okay. Basically, these act kind of like RAM. They go at an angle. So you kind of push it in at an angle. Let's see if it's going to go in. Okay, so slightly at an angle, raised up, wiggle it, and then you kind of drop it down. These antennas, the way they work, oh no, I didn't see which is which, but I'm assuming the white one goes further out because it's going in that angle. But anyways, let's go ahead and see. So normally these connectors, I'll see if I can show you. Actually, I think the black one goes further out. This is, a lot of times the black one's the main antenna, but I think it shouldn't matter because they essentially do the same thing. All right, so here you see the antenna. Normally, so what you do to remove it is I go at the tail and I just pull straight up at the tail, and there you go, it pops out. Okay, anyways, we're gonna get this wireless antenna on here. Click that down, and then the white wire, line that up, and the way you know it's lined up, you want to make sure it's lined up before pushing it down because these cables connectors are pretty fragile. All right, you know, because once it's in place it stays there, and then you can go ahead and click it down. All right, so there we go. Let's go ahead and get the other screw into place, and hopefully this is going to work, because with the old wireless card it just kept complaining that non-genuine wireless card is in there, and then it didn't want to boot up. All right, so it said like it's not approved or something like that. Maybe I need to take a picture of the warning that showed up. I'm gonna have to go find their other wireless card, but let's see if it's gonna boot up or if it's just gonna have problems. So I'm gonna hold this out of the way because it might show some of their user information, and customers sometimes don't like me showing that. Oh, okay, here you can see unauthorized wireless network card is plugged in, power off, and remove it. So apparently replacing the wireless card didn't solve the issue they were having. So I don't know what's going on with their wireless card. It could be that this board that the wireless card goes into is actually having problems, or this cable here that goes underneath. I did try and check the connections and cleaned it up, but no luck. It's still having the problem. So it looks like we're gonna have to just remove the wireless card, and they're gonna have to go with using a wireless USB adapter. Okay, so anyways, to remove the wireless card, well, make sure the computer's off. It's still on because the light's on, so I'm just pressing and holding the power button to turn it off. Okay, there we go, turned it off. Alright, and then we're just going to pop this back out. So we're going to pop these wireless antennas back up. Okay, the customer didn't want to go the route of doing that because now they're basically not going to have an extra USB port. They said they use a mouse in one, so if they use a wireless USB adapter, then they're not gonna have any wireless card or USB ports left. I kind of recommended to them they can use a USB hub, and it looks like that's going to have to be the case. But yeah, I guess let's go ahead and reassemble this thing. So I guess it wasn't repaired. They actually had someone work on this, I believe, in India. So yeah, I don't know. They were missing some screws and they put some tape in there. Alright, anyways, you just line this up, pretty straightforward. Make sure things kind of fall back into place and click down. And then we just put all these screws back in, okay? Oops, I'm using the wrong one. So we're going to do the other one first because the PH0 or JS0 is in the middle. So we'll get that screw in first. Okay. Then we're going to put back all the T5 or Torx 5 screws. And that's pretty much all there is to this. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Other than that, that's pretty much all there is to it. Again, you're welcome to stay as I get all these screws back in. But yeah, alright. Get all these screws in. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Probably should have got a close-up of that error message, the unauthorized something something. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Last screw to go. And we're good to go. Last one, there we go. Alright, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.